You have to do it this way.
I'm going to
Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Toolshed by Schedule Engine, sponsored by our good friends at Emerson. We're so glad you're joining us today. Eddie, how are you today, buddy?
Yeah, I think I'm better than you. So good morning. We're so glad you're here today. Super important show. It's all about first impressions, Jerry. And there comes a point in every call where you got to say hello, and so we're going to be talking about that. And the goal is to get people to understand the power of the first impression. So
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds good. Awesome. So we've been digging in. All last week was about the big principles of how we should be. This week, super excited to dig into our system. We're going to get to that, but today's Tuesday, and Tuesday at the Tool Shed can only mean one thing.
Crappy installs.
That's right. Now, last week I made an offhanded comment about plumbers, and so I'm going to make it right, and today we're going to show if HVAC techs did plumbing, okay? These may or may not be real. I don't know. They were on the internet, so. All right, let's see. Take a look at the first one. This one, I think that one's more ingenious than anything. It's, sometimes pipes don't line up. So you got to adapt, improvise. That's like the special forces of plumbing right there.
What is that, like a Coke bottle?
It sounds like you kind of know this one, Jerry. Is that how you plumb?
It's a Diet Coke bottle.
Oh, okay, good.
It's probably a Mountain Dew.
Well,
to be honest about it.
We said about that, I wasn't the better. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Now, this one is super important because it's always good to leave notes for the next person.
Sure.
And this one says not glued. it probably should say not good.
Good. It is not
but
good.
That definitely looks like an HVAC cat was trying to plumb. That looks like a condensate drain if ever I saw one. And let's take a look at the last one. Boom! You know, if it's nasty, it's worth seeing, I guess.
Wow.
That's where they didn't have any, they didn't have any new fittings, and so, you know what? Just goes to show a couple of clips and some can do, and that is HVAC does plumbing. All right, you know who, we can pull that down.
We all talk about
gross.
being resourceful, though. That's being resourceful, but not in a good way.
That's sort of. So you know who doesn't do crappy installs? I got some friends not far away from us at Dipolupo Services down near the main line, and I got my friend Rich there. I know that stuff would never pass muster. Vince just wouldn't let it happen. So yeah, good morning to you guys. And let's talk about this week, because this week's kind of fun. I know you got a great story for us today, but just level setting. We had yesterday. We talked about getting ready, right? Because in life you got to get ready, and we talk a lot about our system here, but here's the deal. You should have a system somewhere. I guarantee somewhere at your company, if you spoke to your mentor, your team lead, your boss, whoever it is, they would say this is kind of how we want it to go, right? So there's lots of great organizations out there. There's Nexstar, EGIA, BDR, you name it. They've all got a great way of running. But if you don't have one, though, please borrow ours, because it's better to have a system than none at all. And so today, we've done a good job yesterday getting ready, and at some point in every system, there's a point where you have to talk to the customer, right? And that's what we're talking about. And it's all about the power of first impressions. I think it was Roy Rogers who says you only get one chance to, there's no second first impression. What did he say, Jerry?
You can never make a second first impression. It was close. He almost got it. And so Roy Rogers.
Yeah, Roy Rogers and his horse trigger. So anyway, that's sort of setting the stage for Coach Jerry. Tell us what you think about all this, and I know you got some really good stuff for us today that if we take it at the call with us is going to be gold. So take it away.
Yeah, so let's think about this. Let's talk about first impressions and how it's so important to make a good first impression. And there's actually something called the 7-11 rule. And you can look this up on Google, but it's called the 7-11 rule. And what it says is people make 11 impressions about you in the first 7 seconds that they meet you.
I believe that. Yeah. Gladwell talks about that too. It's like, it's crazy.
And those impressions are important. They're things like your level of credibility, your level of honesty, your level of believability, and get this, your level of trustworthiness.
And all that in the first 7 seconds?
Just like that.
That sounds important, man.
And so just think about like the fact that people do business with people they like, trust, and know.
Yeah.
And right off the bat, if they don't trust you, they don't do business with you.
Right. Right.
So it's important to have a really, really good first impression. Now, I like calling the customer on the way to the call.
Yeah.
And saying, hey, this is Jerry with ABC Heating and Plumbing. I'm going to be
right.
there in 15 minutes. I like doing that. Maybe your company says, hey, you should call them. Maybe your company says, don't call the customer.
See,
Either way, it's the first
someone else will do it.
impression.
Yeah, right.
But hey, but I do know this, like, it's really important right off the bat. And so I have this little story that happened to me one night, and I'd worked all day, and I got home, and I'd been knocking on doors all day, and so I parked in the driveway, and instead of going through the garage, I went to the front door, Eddie. And when I went to the front door, I just knocked on the door like I'd been doing all day. It's just muscle memory. And my dogs barked, and my little girl Lucy opened up the door, and she said, Daddy, what's wrong?
Oh, wow.
And I said, nothing's wrong, honey. I just came to the front door instead of going through the garage. She said, no, Daddy, what's wrong? Whoa. I said, honey, nothing's wrong. She said, well, you need to fix your face.
Talk about the mouth of babes, the truth, right?
So think about this. You're in a good mood. You got ready. You prepared for the day. You're in a positive mood. You know you're going to go out and help some people. And then some guy cuts you off in traffic, and you go to the first house and you're really mad, and you knock on that door. You might want to fix your face.
Or you listen to the radio and you're all mad, or the song that your girlfriend in high school broke up to you comes on, and like all of a sudden, that's all on your face when you go to that front door.
That would be a happy smile. But let's think about this. Hey, let's think about this. Like, there's something that somebody showed me one time, and I think it was Alan Smith that I first learned this from, and he probably learned it from his dad, David Smith, who was a big mentor of mine, super positive mentor of mine. And what we started doing was this: we would park, get out, walk up the driveway, and walk up the driveway with a purpose.
Right on, right on.
And then knock on the door, back up, and when you backed up, 100% of the time, before that customer opens up the door, they're going to peek out the window.
They're giving you the.
They're going to open up the curtains and look to see who's knocking on their door. They might like between the blinds. When they do, you want to lean in and give them the Jerry wave. Right. And it looks just like this. Okay? And like, I didn't come up with it. I've just taught a lot of technicians how to do this. And the first few times you do it, it's super awkward. But after about 50 times of doing it, what you'll see is it helps you fix your face.
Yeah.
Now today, you may have a mask on, but I assure you people can still tell if you're smiling. So a little Jerry wave, and you'll be surprised that sometimes the customer will actually wave back at you.
That's a great way to start a call.
It's a great way to make a good, really good first impression.
Oh man, you know, when you think about it, like even if it's just the maintenance, they're spending money, or if it's an emergency, it's you know, there's some emotions going on there at home, and if you're all the kind of things they're thinking of is like, how long is he going to be there, and what else?
What's it going to cost? Did I call the right company? Is this guy afraid of dogs? Is he going to put shoe covers on? Is he going to track mud into my home? I wonder if he's allergic to cats.
I wonder if he's any good.
I wonder if he can fix it today. I wonder how much this is going to cost me. There's all kind of things going through their head. So if you can make a good first impression, I'm believable, I'm credible, I'm honest, and I'm trustworthy.
Right on.
It really helps your call.
Well, it doesn't hurt, right? Should we practice that?
Sure, let's practice it. You want to play the homeowner or the technician?
I was the tech yesterday, so why don't
I'll be the technician.
We'll take turns. I'll be the homeowner.
Okay, great. So I've knocked on the door. I've backed up.
Okay.
You looked out the window and I did the Jerry wave.
All right. Look at that. Open the door for you. Hey.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. I'm Jerry with ABC Heating and Plumbing.
Okay, cool. Thanks for coming out.
Hey, thanks for having me out today. Is it okay if I come in?
Yeah, please do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me put my shoe covers on. I don't want to track anything into your home. And,
Yeah,
I know you got a problem with your air conditioner, but other than the problem with your air conditioner, how's life going for you?
Other than AC, it's pretty good. Thanks for asking.
Okay. Well, I need to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah, please do.
I'm going to answer any questions you have.
Okay.
And if you want to, you can come outside and look at the air conditioner with me.
Okay. Okay.
And we can kind of talk about what's going on and how it's working for you or not working for you. And then if I notice anything that deserves your attention, how would you like for me to bring that to you today?
Well, just come and find me. I took off today, so I'll be around. This is what I'm here for. So yeah, if you, I definitely want to know about it.
Fantastic. Give me just a few minutes and then I'll get back with you.
All right. Awesome.
Sound
Great.
good?
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
So that's one version.
That's kind of similar to how we always do it. So
All right. Let's throw the curveball.
You get why?
Go ahead.
All right.
I'm the homeowner.
All right. Oh yeah, I'm the one.
Okay. I'm peeking out the window. The Eddie wave.
It's not as good as the Jerry wave, but it's up there. Hey,
Hey, how are you?
good, thanks. My name's Eddie. I'm with ABC Company. I'm here to look at your air conditioner. Is it okay where I parked?
Actually, it's not okay. You're going to need to move your van.
Got it. Let's go over the basics here, and then when I head out to my truck to grab tools, I'll be sure to move it. Okay.
Okay.
So I have my notes from the office, but in your own words, you mind just sharing with me what you're hoping to get covered today? I'm just going to pop some shoe covers on while you do that.
Sure, sure. Well, the air conditioner stopped working last night. We thought maybe it was just really hot yesterday, but this morning it won't catch up, and so we gave you guys a call, and here you are.
Cool. A couple minutes for a few more questions?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to start at the thermostat because that's where I always like to start. But before that, I'll be looking at the system downstairs.
Yes.
Okay, downstairs. I'll be outside. Is there any pets or anything that I should be aware of? Any rooms you don't want me to go into?
No, I'm the only one here. You can just make yourself at home.
Okay, if you've got any questions, please ask me. It's important that you get everything out of the call that you want done today. It looks like that my notes are 100% aligned with what you're doing. I'm going to go get started. By the way, if I happen to see anything I think could be an issue for you, your home, or your family, would you like me to bring it to your attention?
Yeah, I'm going to be upstairs in my office, but you can just come on in and get me.
Awesome. Thanks for taking the time. I'm going to get started. I'll be sure to move that truck now.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Okay.
Pretty
Hey, you could do it. You could go back into the field.
I don't know if they could take the callbacks, mate. But yeah, those are some basics. Now, there's a couple of solid principles we want to make sure we cover. So when you think about it, technicians are very nice, and a lot of the times they get questions like, "Where do you want to start?" And it's really interesting. I've seen some people as they try to be nice, they accidentally give the wrong impression.
Like, where would you want me to start?
Wherever. And all of a sudden, the homeowner's like, "Oh, great.
They sent the new guy."
They sent the new guy."
If it was the doctor and the doctor said, where do you want me to start your exam?
You know,
You
anywhere.
would be like, doctor, please.
I want you to start my exam by going get me the real doctor. And so it's important to, like, back home we have this saying, like, if you have to tell people you're famous, it's not working. And if you have to tell people you're a professional, it's not working. And so the power of a strong first impression is you hit the ground running, you take care of all the customers' concerns, you give them a chance, you lay out a brief, you know, you're not getting into troubleshooting. I know a lot of technicians are like, when did it start? What was the noise it made? Make it again. And like, that's not the time for this. This is just level setting to make sure that you've got permission to start the call well and that you've set up, this is the time, like if there's something that's like, well, my customers always do this, and you don't address it in your upfront part, then that's kind of like saying the best way to handle a bomb is just wait for it to go off, right? No, you want to diffuse all those things. You want to make sure that anything you think could be an issue, if you think you're going to be interrupted, if you think there's 12 other people like working on the home that day, all of those things, that's where you want to make sure that you're addressing all of that and you're incorporating that into a great upfront. Most important thing is smile, smile, smile. You got to, like, you know.
Make a good first impression, and then tell them, here's what you can expect while I'm at your house today.
Love it, love it, love it. Why don't you turn it into a task for the day?
So really the task for today would be to make a really good first impression, fix your face, and you can do that with the Jerry wave. I would love to hear some comments about, hey, my customer waved back to me today, and here's what happened.
Yep, that'd be a great way. Like, let's get rid of the bro nod and have a nice friendly wave. Do it. Fix your face. Uncle Jerry says fix your face before every single call. It's not just a once and done thing, right? And sometimes
All day long.
Like even in the basement, you fixed it before the call and you're getting ready to go back upstairs.
And right before you walk in the door when you get home tonight.
That's a keeper. Our families don't deserve the emotional leftovers, right? We're going to talk a lot about that. It's the power of having a system is that your family gets the best of you. You talked about bringing your best self.
Yep.
We're going to do that. Okay, so that's it. Hey, thanks for hanging with us in the Toolshed today. Brought to you by Schedule Engine and our very good friends at Emerson for sponsoring the episode. As always, come on back, share this with your friends, leave all the comments. We'll jump on Facebook throughout the day, and I've got an exciting couple more episodes this week as we dive into our system. If there's anything that you would like help, bring it to the Toolshed with hundreds of people just like you looking to get better every day. Jerry, take it away. What do we say?
Hey, be good out there with your first impression so you can do good out there. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right.